Hello everyone, my name is Samarjit Mahai and I am a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. Today we are going to talk about introduction to machine learning and how to deploy a model using Microsoft Azure ML Studio. But before moving further, let me introduce you about the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program. Basically, this program is a worldwide student-oriented program which focuses on community building. So here you can connect with other students who share your passion and focus leagues and use tech to solve real world challenges together. You can also kickstart your career with training and certification and unique access to experts and mentorship. You will also get a chance to become a leader in your local tech community and empower your peers. So this is the power of this program. So I hope that you will start filling the registrations because by tomorrow the registration process will be ended for this quarter. So make sure to fill the form as soon as possible. That's it. Make sure to mute your mic and for the proper voice. And if you have any doubts, you can use the chat option or you can raise your hand to ask any questions. So let's start. Yep. So basically, here we discuss the agenda. So first we will discuss about what is machine learning. Then we will talk about the terminology which we use in machine learning process. Then we will categorize the machine learning, what are the types of machine learning. Then we will deep dive into the supervising machine learning. After that, what are the workflow of machine learning problem and how to solve that machine learning problems. Then we will split the data into training and the testing set. After that, we will have an hands-on practical on machine learning studio. And at the end, we will have some fun activity. So this is not a coding based session. We will be using Microsoft Azure ML Studio, which is an online tool, a drag and drop tool that you can build machine and learn model without knowing how to code. So basically this is a very hands-on session with a theory and lot of practice. So make sure to ask your queries using the chat section. So are you ready to get your hands dirty with some data in machine learning? So let's get started. So basically, suppose we are working on a problem statement and we want to identify who is puppy and what is muffin. So you will be laugh at me that Summer said that I can clearly identify that the left one is the puppy and the right one is the muffin. But let's consider an example problem of distinguish between the both and puppies and muffin. You can identify puppy while they have two eyes and they have the ears, while the muffin have a wrapper in it. But guess if we have a lots of puppies or muffin on on the same set, then how will you identify? So it's quite difficult to identify which one is muffin and which one is puppy. Now the rule of looking for eye doesn't work because we have a blueberry muffins, which is quite similar to the eye of the puppy. So this shows us that using the hard-coded rules only goes for in helping us clearing our images. So basically you would use thousands of puppy photos and thousands of muffins photos to train a machine learning model. So it has enough example to learn from. So basically machine learning learns from rules plus experience. Now, what is machine learning? So machine learning is the study of algorithm and statistical model that computer system use to perform some specific task without any explicit instructions. Explicit instructions means writing out instruction in order to accomplish any change in a particular machine actions. So machine learning provides system the ability to automatically learn and improve your experience without being explicitly programmed. So it's a learning study algorithm for self-learning to get better of some tasks. Now let's discuss it in a layman term. Imagine you are throwing an arrow and hitting a particular target. After the first attempt, you realize that you have put lots of pressure or forces, but you missed the target. But after the second attempt, you realize you are closing to the target, but you need to increase your throw angle and so on. And finally, you hit the target. So we are learning from our previous outcomes. Similarly, machine do the same. So now let's explore the examples and the applications of machine learning. So machine learning are used in virtual personal assistant. For example, you are using Alexa, Siri, and Google Assistants. They are all worked on machine learning process. So ML gives them voice to recognize capabilities and help them to construct sentences to chat with the users. Let's wait. Now, ML is also used in prediction with computing. For example, it is also used in traffic prediction and online transportation network. For example, ML helps to estimate the reason where the congestion can be found on the basis of daily experiences. And second thing is, it is also used by the engineers at Uber. They uses ML to identify the price surges hour by predicting the rider's demand. Yeah, let's wait for. Now let's discuss the terminology used in machine learning. So the first thing is the algorithm. An algorithm can be considered as a recipe that defines the input, the output, and all the steps needed to get from that input to the output. So basically, it's a set of rules that machine follow to achieve a particular goal. So as you can see in the diagram that there are lots of algorithms which are used in machine learning. So here you can see that we are using linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, K-means. They are all the algorithms which are used in machine learning. Now the second terminology used in machine learning is the features. Basically, features are the input given to the model. A feature will look like a column in a dataset. For example, if you want to identify or predict the prices of the house, then the features are the how many rooms are there in that particular house and where the house is located. So all these are the features. Now, second is the targets. It is the information that the machine learns to predict. Basically, in mathematic formula, the target is usually called the y comma I for single instances. Basically, the prediction term which we have to predict, that is the target. For example, we have to predict the price of the house. So that is our target. Now, let's discuss the machine learning subtypes. Basically, the machine learning are divided into three basic types. First one is the supervised, second one is the unsupervised, and the third one is the reinforcement learning. We will go deep dive into the supervised learning, but before that, let's explore all the three types of machine learning types. So first one is the supervised learning. So let's uh, let's discuss it about. Let's take an example to know what is supervised learning. Suppose your friend gives you 100 coins of three different currencies. Now he blindfold you and ask you to guess which coin gave you. So do you have any idea how that person will identify? You can write it on the chat section. Uh, let's see answer who will
Can you
answer my
please repeat the
question.
question?
Means the for example 3 gram is 1 rupee coin, 7 gram might be considered 5 rupees coin, 4 gram might be let takes it 10 rupee coin. Then how will you identify which coin he gives you? Uh, anyone has the answer?
If it's the heaviest coin, then it must be
Yep,
the 5 rupee one, right?
yep, Aditya, you are right. So basically we use the weight concept. So weight is considered as labeled. So here you can see that you will learn to guess the currency of the coin based on its weight. Thus, this model here connect different weights with different labels. or different currencies and study how they are correlated. So what machine will do is they identify all the coins into labeled, and according to that labeled, he will judge ki haan, this one is the 1 rupee coin, this one is the 5 rupee coin, another one is the 10 rupee coin according to their weight. So the machine
Just
learns
so we're
from.
clear, are you sharing something on the screen right now?
Yep. Is it
Uh,
visible or not?
yeah, we
Yes.
have examples and applications open on our screen. Predictions while commuting, traffic predictions, online transportation networks. That one. So just in
Okay.
case you are, yeah, this was not visible before.
Now it's visible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I think there might be some lag. Okay, no worry. Yeah. So basically, the machine learn from the labeled data. Normally, the data is labeled by the humans. So in supervised, we are using the labeled concept. So here you can see that you can identify that type of machine on the label basis, and machine or algorithm learns under particular guidance. We are feeding them as a label data, and the goal is to learn input output mapping from that particular data. Now the second type of machine learning is unsupervised learning. Let's explore this with a particular example. Suppose there is a cricket set of various players with their scores as well as the wicket they have taken. Then what all groups do you think they can be created? So any guess? What how will you will categorize according to the runs and the scores they have scores and the wicket they have taken? Okay. So basically what we do is we will.
Batsmen or
Yeah,
bowlers?
yep, yep, that's great. Basically, our model will identify the pattern by grouping together similar cricketers. For example, we will divide it into the batsman who runs and the bowler who take the wickets. Yep. So here you can see that we are not using any label data. This shows that the computer or the machine directly fetch or identify the label according to his or herself. For example, there will be no label for the batsman and the bowler, but now we can easily label them. The goal for unsupervised machine learning is to detect the pattern in the data and to group them. So in the data and to the group them. Unsupervised learning are machine trying to learn on their own. Okay. Let's take the other example. So if we have a data of dogs and cats, the model will process and train itself with the data. Since it has no previous experience of data, it will form a cluster based on the similarities and the features. So features are same as the dog will end up in one cluster, and the features of the cat will end up to the next cluster. So here that's the way the machine will identify which one is the cat and which one is the dog. Yeah. Now we move further. Yeah. So in supervise, the model or the algorithm find hidden patterns, no label data to guide, and the goal is to create clusters or the group together with similar data. Yep. So in supervised learning, there are two subtypes. So first one is the classification, and second one is the regression. So basically, in classifications, we use a target variable in a discrete or divided into different classes. For example, here you can see that we can classify the mail into two categories. First one is whether the mail is spam or it's not spam. So we have already labeled that particular data. Ki, haan, this one is spam, this one is not for spam. So after we train the model, then the machine can easily identify and categorize according to that data. Ki which one is the spam one, which one is not spam mail. So this is all about classification. Second thing is the regression. Regression, if you want to predict the continuous value, such as trying to predict the cost of a house or the weather outside the degree, then you will use the regression. So regression model are used to predict the continuous value. For example, if you want to predict the house, then you need lots of features or they all are correlated with each other. For example, how many rooms are there in that house and where the house is located and lots of other features. So this is the example of regression and what is regression. Yep. Now, the third type of machine learning is reinforcement learning. So basically, reinforcement learning is enforcing model to learn. I think there is a noise. Priyam, can you mute your mic?
It isn't muted. Oh, sorry. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
okay, now it's perfect. So basically, in the reinforcement learning is enforcing model to learn how to make decisions. So this type of learning is very awesome to learn and is one of the most research field in ML. So let's say you have a dog and you are trying to train your dog to sit, and you would like to give certain instructions to the dog to try to make it learn. So, and if the dog execute the particular instruction perfectly, then it will get a biscuit as a reward. So if not, it would not get anything. So the dog learns from this after some tries, and it would get a biscuit if it's sit. So this is what gist of reinforcement learning is. So the reward is here the feedback received by the dog for sitting. So basically this algorithm has various application in the real life. It is helpful in making self-driving cars. It will also help in various types of stimulations. So basically, in the reinforcement learning, the agents are trained on the rewarded and punishment mechanisms. Now, how to identify which and solve any machine learning problem. So first thing is you
The
have to.
screen's frozen again.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me check it. Let's wait.
Yeah, it's all right now, I guess.
Acha, are you able to see the workflow of machine learning problem
Yeah,
slide?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
that's cool. Yeah. Now the workflow of machine learning problem. So first we identify the problem, whether it's a machine learning problem or not. Second thing is choose between the supervised, unsupervised, or reinforcement learning. Which then the third thing is to whether the machine learning problem is in which category, whether it's a regression or the classification. In the later part of our event, we will deploy a model on the uh, regression type. So stay tuned for that. Now the second part is data collection. You cannot perform machine learning without having a data. So there are so many ways to collect the data. First thing is you can take a survey and collect information firsthand. Second thing is you can also call an API to collect the data. You can use a web scraping tool to collect data, or you can download the data set from the Kaggle platform. So after the second step, the third step is the data pre-processing. Now there are lots of data, so there might be some missing data or some duplicate data in the particular data set. So it's your responsibility to identify that and remove that particular data which having some duplicate or some missing part. So because
I'm
most of
so
the
sorry to keep having to interrupt you, but can you do something about the screen because it keeps getting stuck.
okay,
I
okay,
mean, we
let
are still on problem definition. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
okay, okay, sorry. Now it's visible.
yeah. Data pre-processing. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically we are talking about if there are some missing data or not. So we also have to identify that part also. Yeah. Let me wait. Now the fourth one is the splitting the data set. So we basically split the data set into the train and the test set. Training set is used to train that particular model, and test data is used to identify that particular model whether it's running perfectly or not. Yep. Now the fifth is training the model. So this is where the magic happen. The model learns the parameter and learns the function what we need to do. So basically we train multiple models, example different algorithms we use in that particular part. So this in the so you can see the workflow work chart of the model of the machine learning model. So first we have to define the problem. Second thing is collect the data, prepare the data, then train the model with some certain algorithm, then we evaluate. After that, the final stage is we deploy and improve. Yep. Now you might be see that there are why we need the train and the test data set. So, so let's why two data set are used. So can you take an exam without studying? No. So you have to do practice or you have to study. Then you are able to appear for that exam and you will get a good score. So and second thing is can a cricketer directly go to the field without practicing on nets? No. First he will practice on the net. Then he will uh, score or take wicket on the live game. So similarly, the train dataset is the dataset used which we prepare our model. So this is the dataset using which the input or output mapping is learned. And second is our test dataset. It is a dataset used which we test the accuracy of our model to check how the model is good or not. So basically, we divide the dataset uh, in the two format. The first one is 75% goes to the training data, and the 25% is for the testing. Let's wait. Yep. It's common to hear that there are so many terms which are interchangeable, and there is some major differences between both the terms, AI, ML, and deep learning. So let distinguish between the both the terms. So basically, in the AI defined as any tech which appear to do something smart, and it can be anything from program software to deep learning which mimic the human intelligence. Example, you can take the smart robot. They are comes under the AI part. And ML is the subset of artificial intelligence. It is a specific kind of AI. The system learns how to do something from examples rather than explicitly told what to do. So we have to uh, upload the data set, then testing, then deploying. So these are comes under ML. And in the deep learning specific type of ML used to teach known as natural networking, which connect multiple models together to solve even more complex types of problems. It also learn via examples. It connect models to other models in layer in order to handle more complex types of data like images processing, face recognition, used in detecting object recognition speech. So they are using deep learning models. Yep. Now it's a practical time, but now I will teach you how to create a model using Microsoft Azure ML Studio. So first you have to go to this particular site, or you can directly type on your PC or a laptop that ML Azure Studio. Uh, just wait for a while. I will show it on the next slide. Wait. Yep. I hope my screen is visible. So what you have to do, you just have to type ML Azure Studio. Here you can see that ML Azure ML Machine Learning Studio Classic. So if you have not created, if you have not logged in once, then um, first you have to sign up. Then you can enter to that workspace. So if you don't have any Azure account, Microsoft, if you have any of this account, then you can directly log in with that particular site. If not, then you can easily sign up. I will show it in a while. Let's wait. Sign out. Yep. So here you can see a sign up here option. So there are the feature three ways. So first one is the 8-hour trial, but I will prefer for the free workspace, which is 0 per month. So you can directly sign up here, and you will get a 10 GB storage on this feature. So you just have to sign up.
Is there an Android app for this? I mean, can I do it via an application on the phone?
Uh, Actually, don't know whether they have an app. I don't think they have any app on ML Azure. You can use it on your laptop or phone or PC, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Just wait for some time. I think I'm already registered. I will show you how to create an account, then I will do the further steps. Sign up here. Yep. So here you can see that you have to just click a get a new email address and it automatically create a new one. So you just have to create it like say one two three four. Yep. It's already there. Yep. Enter. If you are on laptop or PC, you can simultaneously do the following steps so that you can and a little bit. Yep. Now we have created our account and we just have to go to the ML Azure and then sign in. Yep. Sign in. Mhm. You already sign in. Okay.
Actually, I'm trying to enter my email and continue, but it's showing there's a temporary problem with the service. So what do I do now?
Do you have any other account?
I
Matlab,
have
what type of
I
account you
have
have?
3 email IDs and I've tried with each of them, but it's not working.
Okay, it's on Outlook or it's a Gmail
It's
ID.
Gmail.
I think it is not workable on that platform. You have to create an Outlook or a Hotmail or
Okay,
an Azure account
okay,
for that.
okay,
No,
okay.
no, I have a Gmail and it is done.
Okay, but I have not tried it but if you have any Outlook, any
Yeah,
Hotmail
even
account,
I did with
I think
Gmail ID.
I think you have to make a Microsoft account. Only then
I
I
have it.
created
I have
Microsoft
it.
account with
I have it.
okay.
Actually, I have it and I Microsoft account, but it's not working right now.
Okay, don't worry. After the session, I will share the steps so that you can directly create or build that model. You just see how the process is going on. Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
basically, after you sign into that Microsoft Azure ML Studio, you will see that particular type of a particular type of platform is shown up. So let me explain all the things on that. Yep. So after accessing the Microsoft Azure ML Studio, next thing is about what are the things, for example, why we use project experiment web dataset, we will discuss it. So basically in the experiment part, the first area that you end up is the experiment. This is the area that you are going to be creating different machine learning models. So when I click this part, Okay. Let's wait for some more time. I think it's asked for me. Okay. We already have sign in, remain sign in. Okay. Let wait. Just wait for some. You sign up with Azure and show you Azure.com. Machine Learning Center. Go to your workspace. Sign in. Now it's working. There might be some problem, but now you are able to see the features here. Yep. So basically, in experiment part, we are creating our model, and in the dataset part, uh, we will upload our dataset, which I have shared it on the WhatsApp or on the mail ID. And this course are going to be using dataset, a real estate dataset, and you are going to be uploading them from their interface. So this is the interface. So yeah. Now in the setting part, under the setting, there is a workspace name and there is a authorized token. So if you want to integrate this model to any software or any web app, then you can use these particular tokens, and that's it. And we have a web service. So if you want to integrate with any website, then you can directly integrate it. But before that, first we have to create our model. So first, yep.
Do I take the tour or do I keep it for later?
Can you repeat it once?
It's asking me if I would like a tour of Azure ML.
No, you don't have to take any tools. You just have to sign in. Then you just enter into the Microsoft Azure ML Studio, I think. Are you able to
Okay.
see this kind of feature or this kind of web on your side?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Yes.
So it's time for us to start working on our first machine learning model. So basically, we are doing a regression problem, and we will be going through step by step on how to put together our first prediction model. So first, I will go through the data which I have shared it. Then we will upload it, and then we will discuss about the features. Then we will split the data. After splitting it, then we will train and test that particular machine learning model choosing that appropriate algorithm. I hope you are excited as you are going to create your first machine learning model. So by the way, don't worry if you are doing this alone. You will follow me step by step during the demonstration and feel free to ask if you have any queries using the chat section or you can unmute your mic. So basically, I told you earlier that regression is when you need to predict a continuous value like price of house. So we will use the data set of housing to predict the house price based on the size, location, number of bedrooms, and many other features. So you are going to explore data using a new technique and you will learn how to predict the price of a house. So the first we will create a project. So here is the project and we will click the new. Then we will type the price prediction house price PREDIs prediction. Yeah. So I have created the project. Now we will upload our data set. So we will click the new. Yep. Then I will upload my data set from my local machine. I will choose the file and the file name is model data file, which is in a CSV format. Yep. So it start uploading. It will take some seconds.
Okay, so my account is up and running. It's being uploaded. So yeah,
Okay.
it's uploaded right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just give me some more time? Actually, there's some issue from
Yeah,
my
sure,
side.
sure, sure.
Did you by any chance stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'm just checking it from backside. This data
Oh,
uploaded.
right. That's why I couldn't find it.
Already have please uploading again using a different name. Okay, I got the issue. Just wait. Just wait. Yeah. Rename data. I don't know why it's not working right now.
Okay, so my file is also uploaded.
Hmm. Experiments. Dataset. Projects. Okay, let's try it. Samples. Now finally the data is updated. So are you able to view my screen is visible to everyone?
Yep.
Hello. Okay. So finally my data set is uploaded. So after that, you just have to add this data set to the project which you have created earlier. So you just have to add to project, then the name of that project. So I have just clicked the name of my project, then enter. So then after that, you just have to go to the experiment part. So where we will create our model. So we will take, okay, close. We will take a new template. As you can see that there are lots of template pre-built models, which you can try after the session. But for this, we will create a new model. So we will take a blank experiment. Yep. So this is the structure of our model. So the data which you have saved is save comes under the save data set. In my data set, and in my data set you will get the dataset.csv file. You just have to drag that and put it um, into that into that artwork. So this is the data set. I hope everyone is with me, and if you have any doubt you can ask me at any point. So after add to your project, now let's overview the data set. By right clicking, you just go to the visualize part.
Excuse me,
So
I wasn't there when how to create a new experiment was
Hey,
going
I'm
on. So
sorry to disturb you.
okay, yeah. What is the problem?
Yeah,
Can
even
uh,
I wasn't there. Please repeat that.
okay, cool. So have you created the experiment part?
no, that's the problem. How do I create the
Okay,
new experiment?
okay, no worry. So here you can see the experiment option. You just have to click that experiment part, and on the left side there you can see a new tab.
Okay, okay, got it.
Just you have to click that new tab, and you just have to click the blank experiment.
Yeah, got it, got it.
Okay. So after that, you just have to go to the my dataset part.
Yeah, got it.
Then you will get the dataset. Yeah. So now we visualize for visualizing the data कि उस data में क्या-क्या
Uh,
चीजें हैं या क्या-क्या features है. So we just have to click
One
the.
second, please. Yeah, I'm doing this on my phone right now to the best of my efforts, but I
Okay.
don't seem to be able to drag the dataset file onto the main, I don't know, experiment screen, was it?
Okay. Are you not able to drag that
Nope.
dataset.csv file?
Nope.
Can you please repeat after the uploading thing when you uploaded your file?
Mm, yep. Then after you enter to the dataset, you can easily visualize that by clicking the right click and just click the visualize. So here you can see that there are around 13,580 rows and 21 columns, and each column has that separate features. So here you can see that the suburb is where the property is located. So there are 314 unique features. Address, so what is the address of the property? How many rooms are there? Types of the property. Types are categorized into three unique values. Ki, what is the type of that house? Whether it's a duplex, townhouse, unit, terrace. Price of that particular house. Method, how that house is sold. Whether it's a property sold prior. These are the method that property has been sold. Seller, who sell that property. Date of selling that particular property. Distance from that property to that particular point. For example, for example, any famous location point. If the property is very near to that location, then obviously the price of that house will be high. So this is the distance from that particular spot, the pin code of that particular area, how many bedrooms are there, bathrooms, car means the number of parkings on that particular property, land size in square meter, building area in square meter, year when the property is built, council area, um, who is the council at that particular area, latitude, longitude, region, and the property count. How many houses are there in that particular property? So this is all our data set. And in some data set, there are some missing values. As you can see that in the, yep, and wait for a second. Yep. In the building area, you can see that 6,450 missing values are there. So we will do, we will also remove that particular missing values. So this is all about the data visualization. After that, we will type select, see, select column in dataset. You just have to drag that because in the particular dataset there are so many features which are not necessary to predict the price of that particular property. So we will just filter that particular features which are used to identify, which are used to predict that particular model. Now you just have to uh, merge it using the arrow. You just have to drag it. Now on the right side you can see that there is the launch column selector. So you just have to select the particular features which are used to predict the house. So basically we need property count, region name, longitude, latitude, council year built, building area, land size, parking spot, bathroom, bedroom, postcard, distance, date, and we also need we don't need suburb address of that particular property. We need rooms, we need types, we need price, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't need one more thing which is method. Yeah, let's read. Bathroom, car, longitude, region, property, rooms, types, price. I think whole is cover up. Okay, that's great. Suburb, address, method, seller, and date. Yeah, we don't need the date part also. Now just click this button. Now on the bottom, you just click the run. So it will take some time to complete that module. Yep.
Sir, can you please repeat after what we're supposed to do after launch column selector?
Okay, after the launch selector, you just have to select the features. For example, what you don't have to select is the suburb, address, method, seller, and date because they are not important to predict the price of that house. So you just have to ignore that 5 feature and select all the remaining feature to that. Let me show it again. Yep. You just have to click the launch column selector and you just have to select all the feature and ignore suburb, address, seller, date, and yep. One more thing I have to left: suburb, address, seller, date, and method. Yep. Are you able to see now? You can see that. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cool. Let's run it once again. And don't address me, sir. You can call by my name too. Yeah. So after that, we have selected our data set. Now we can visualize it by clicking the visualize button. Now you can see that the columns are decreased to 16. Earlier it's 21. Yep. Now it's 16. Now after selecting the particular columns, now it's time to reduce or remove the missing datas. So we will use clean missing data module, CLEN. Just type on the search bar clean missing data module. Yeah. So here it is. So in the visualize part, you can see that there are some missing values in the car part, parking part. So around there are 62 missing values. So you just have to remove or uh, remove that, or you can put it in a mean value there. So after merging it to the clean missing data, um, here in the clean mode, you have to replace with the mean because there are only less missing data. So we will use the missing part. We will जो हम मीन का जो वैल्यू है वो हम उसको वहाँ पे मिसिंग एरियाज में हम उसको ऐड कर देंगे. नाउ वी विल रीरन इट वंस. Yep. We will use let me error cannot process column type of type saying this type is not used. Let me check once. Okay, it's yeah. Let me clear. हाँ, तो after clicking the missing data, you just have to click the launch column selector, and here you have to select. पहले यहाँ से आप अनसेलेक्ट कर लो और उसको इस साइड डाल दो. नाउ हमें पता है कि कार वाले पे देयर आर 69 डेटा मिसिंग, तो हम उसी को सेलेक्ट करेंगे. उसके बाद हम उसको क्लिक कर देते हैं. फिर यहाँ पे जो भी मिसिंग डेटाज होगा उसको हम रिप्लेस कर देंगे विद द मीन ऑफ दैट डेटा. सो हमने यहाँ कर दिया. नाउ वी विल रीरन इट. अगर किसी को कुछ डाउट्स है तो वो पूछ सकता है, या कहीं पे भी कोई अटक गया है तो वो क्लियर कर सकता है. We will also use the clean missing data once more, because there are other features which have some missing data. For example, there are building area, year build and council area. तो उस पे भी बहुत सारे मिसिंग डेटाज हैं, तो उसको भी हमें ठीक करना है. तो उसके लिए हम फिर से हम यहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे लॉन्च कॉलम सेलेक्टर. फिर फर्स्ट वी विल ड्रैग इट बाय नेम. पहले यहाँ से हम अनसेलेक्ट कर लेंगे सबको. यहाँ से फिर हम सेलेक्ट करेंगे ईयर बिल्ड. नेक्स्ट वी विल सेलेक्ट बिल्डिंग एरिया, एंड नेक्स्ट वन वी विल सेलेक्ट रीजन नेम. प्रॉपर्टी काउंट को हम अनसेलेक्ट कर लेते हैं. बिल्डिंग एरिया, ईयर बिल्ड, बिल्डिंग एरिया, ईयर बिल्ड.
आपने जो इससे पहले वाला क्लियर मिसिंग डेटा किया था उसमें क्या क्या चीजें लगे थे उस साइड?
हाँ, उस पे जो सेलेक्टेड कॉलम में आपको बस कार वाला ऑप्शन जाना है बस. ठीक है, ओनली कार.
ओके.
एंड द सेकंड जो अभी हम जो क्लियर डेटा कर रहे हैं वो हम पहले ईयर बिल्ड, बिल्डिंग एरिया, एंड थर्ड इज काउंसिल एरिया. बिकॉज इन तीनों फीचर्स में बहुत सारे मिसिंग डेटाज हैं. एक बार मैं वो भी आपको शो कर देता हूँ. नाउ हम यहाँ पे अब रिप्लेस करेंगे विथ replace the entire rows. Then we will rerun it again. Now we will visualize that particular data set. Yep. Now you can see that there are.
We went with remove entire row, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or why we choose entire row? Because there are around. Let me show the missing data in the previous data set. Let's wait. Building area. Yeah. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने ईयर बिल्ड्स के मिसिंग डेटा को रिमूव कर दिया, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मिसिंग वैल्यूज थे 5375 जो कि बहुत ही लार्ज है. तो मैंने उन सारे रोज को रिमूव कर दिया, सो दैट जब हम डेटा जब हम प्रिडिक्ट करेंगे तो उस पर एक्यूरेसी मेंटेन हो, मतलब ज़्यादा एरर ना आए. सो दैट हमने जो मिसिंग डेटा है उसको हमने रिमूव कर दिया. और कार वाले में हमने रिप्लेस कर दिया मीन से, क्योंकि हमारे पास जो मिसिंग डेटाज थे वो बहुत ही कम थे. तो हमने जो भी मिसिंग पार्ट था उस पर हमने कार वाले एरियाज का पूरा मीन लेके हमने मीन वैल्यू डाल दिया उस पे. सो दिस इज द मेजर डिफरेंस बिटवीन द बोथ टाइप. सो आफ्टर द clearing the missing data, we will edit the metadata. Let me show that visualize part again. Yep. So here you can see in the type part, जो हमारा जो टाइप है वो स्ट्रिंग फीचर है. और बाकी हम देखें अगर रीजन नेम, दे आर आल्सो स्ट्रिंग फीचर. एंड वन मोर थिंग इज council area, it is also string feature. So we will convert the feature type into the category feature. So for this, we will use edit data, edit, edit metadata. So you just have to type edit metadata on the search bar and just drag that particular module. Then just merge it from the clean metadata. Yeah. Now click the launch column selector एंड जिस पे स्ट्रिंग टाइप थे हम उसको कन्वर्ट कर देंगे कैटेगरी फॉर्मेट में। तो यहाँ पे स्ट्रिंग टाइप्स थे हमारे काउंसिल एरिया, रीजन नेम और टाइप। यप, तो उसको हम सेलेक्टेड कॉलम पे ले जाएंगे और हम क्लिक कर देंगे इसको। नाउ यहाँ पे कैटेगरी वाला ऑप्शन है, वहां पे हम कर देंगे मेक कैटेगरी, कैटेगोरिकल। यप, बेसिकली तो स्ट्रिंग जो फीचर होता है दे आर नॉट यूजुअली गुड फीचर फॉर द मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिदम्स because they don't draw proper conclusion out of those values. So that's why we convert all the string feature to the categorical feature because this feature has a discrete values. So हमने इसलिए उसको make category वाले feature पे convert कर दिया. Now we will rerun it once. If you have any doubt or कहाँ कहीं भी रुक गए हो तो पूछ सकते हो. I will help you at any point. Let's wait for some time. Yep. Then after that, we will use the split data.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So there has been a problem that clean missing data, it is not being, the tick mark is not coming. It is showing a cross.
Cross. So, have you done the following steps? Which clean data? First one or
Sir,
second?
I'm on the first one, sir. I'm
Okay.
on the first one.
Have you selected the car part? Just
Uh,
click the launch column selector.
Okay, sir.
After that,
Uh,
let me share my answer. Yeah. So, are you able to see the particular thing, or I have just selected the car part? So are you also doing the same thing on your side?
Sir, it's not showing uh, launch column selector, and it's showing begin with all columns, no columns, with rules.
Okay, click by my name.
My name. Okay. Yes, sir, it's there.
Okay, so you just have to put the car part into the next selected column part.
Oh, okay. Take a minute.
Then
Okay,
after that,
done,
you
sir.
just then rerun it again. Now after we will take a split data. So in the split data, in the left side you can see that the fraction of rows. So we will put it 0.7. क्योंकि हम 70% ऑफ डेटा को हम यूज कर रहे हैं टू ट्रेन दैट पर्टिकुलर मॉडल एंड 30% हम उसको एज अ टेस्ट ले रहे हैं. सो वी विल यूज 0.7 एंड यहाँ पे रैंडम स्पीड हम 1 कर देंगे, देन सेट, और इसको हम जॉइन कर देंगे एडिट मेटा डेटा से एंड रन द सेलेक्टेड पार्ट. यप, नाउ इट्स वर्किंग फाइन. यहाँ पे जो भी ग्रीन टिक्स है दिस शोज कि योर मॉडल इज वर्किंग करेक्टली. सो ग्रीन टिक्स का भी देखते हैं ना साइड में. Now it's time to select the particular algorithm which help to identify or predict the price of that particular property. So for that we will use decision forest regression. So just type that decision in the search bar. Yep, just drag the decision forest regression. Wait. Then after that, we will use the train model. You just have to type the train model. and drag it. Yep. Now what you have to do is you just have to merge the split data into the decision part. Wait. Yep. Uh, mer- Merge the decision forest regression to the trained model part and split data part all to the trained model part also. And in the train model we have to select the particular feature जिसका हमें प्रेडिक्ट करना है, तो प्राइस है तो हम उसको प्राइस को डाल देंगे लेफ्ट साइड पे, राइट साइड पे, एंड राइट क्लिक इट. After that we will rerun it. It will take some time. Now after that we will use the score module score model जो कि हमें प्रिडिक्शन वाला फीचर क्रिएट करके दे देगा. और यहाँ पे हम स्कोर मॉडल को हम पहले ट्रेन मॉडल से मर्ज करेंगे और जो सेकंड वाला जो पार्ट है उसको हम स्प्लिट डेटा के से मर्ज करेंगे. सो लाइक दिस. ऐसा इसलिए किया है क्योंकि हमने ट्रेन मॉडल तो ट्रेन कर दिया बट वी आर चेकिंग कि वेदर द मॉडल इज वर्किंग फाइन और नॉट. तो वी यूज 30% ऑफ द डेटा सेट जो कि यूज कर रहे हैं हम टू predict the particular price of that property. So therefore we use the 30% of that data set. Now we will rerun it once. Yep. Now we visualize the data. Yep. So here you can see a score labeled mean. So which is the predictive prediction price of that particular property. So finally we predict the particular price of that house. नाउ वी हैव टू एवेल्युएट कि कौन से मेथड से हमने फाइंड आउट किया. तो फॉर दैट वी विल यूज एवेल्युएट मॉड्यूल and just merge it from the core module and rerun it once. I know it's little quite late, but trust me, we'll complete it within 10 to 15 minutes more. Now we visualize the model, evaluate model. So here you can see that we are evaluating our model on the basis of two things. First one is the mean absolute error and second one is the relative absolute error. So relative absolute, so basically mean absolute error is the average of the price minus the predictable price of that particular property. And the relative absolute error is how our model is, whether the model is good or not in the percentage format. So lesser the relative absolute error, more the model is accurate. So our model is 63%, 63, yeah, 63% accurate model. So this is whole about this particular model. And if you want to increase the accuracy of the model, we can try up with the other algorithm. So for that algorithm, we can choose boosted decision tree algorithm. So similarly, you just have to follow the steps. Let me share it once. Yep. So first I will remove the decision forest algorithm and just add it with this one and rerun it once again. If you are if you have any doubt, if you have any doubt, you can ask me or कहीं पे भी आप रुक गए हो तो you can clear it here. Now run the model once again. It will take some more time. Yeah, finally, we are tied up with our second model. Let's evaluate our model. Yep. Earlier, we see that the error in our model is 0.36 percent. This is the data. Earlier, it's 0.3694449%. Now the error is reduced to 33%. So in this way, let's wait. Yep. So in this way, you can accurate your model by trial with several other algorithms. So I will share that algorithm sheet on WhatsApp or on your mail so that you can refer and try up with some different algorithms. Then after that, you just have to uh, deploy it by clicking the setup web service. So it will automatically deploy it, as you can see. So what you can see that there is a two more module, which is web service input and web service output, which is interlinked on top and bottom. So finally our model is created. Now just we have to test it once. So for this we will use another select model. Let's see. Model data set and just wait. Delete that path, add it. Yeah. And in the select column dataset, we will type the scored label, which is our predictable price of that particular property, जो कि हमें चाहिए तो हम डायरेक्टली इसको क्लिक कर देते हैं. Yep. Now we will rerun it once again. Don't worry, there are so many students who are stuck. I will clear your doubt or share that recording after the session or after 1 to 2 days. But see what I'm doing right now so that you can easily do it later on. So finally, I have
Can you upload it on your YouTube channel?
sorry, I will share it on your Gmail or share it your on YouTube. Don't worry. Then after that, you just have to click deploy web service. So finally, we have deployed it. And now, if you want to merge your model into any website or any app you want to use that model, then you just have to click request and response. So here you can see the APIs or the things which are uses. So you just have to, and all the code are in the C sharp, Python, and R format. So you can easily um, use it in the web browser also. Now let's test it. So we will just enter our data. Let's wait. Yep. So we will, the name of our suburb is Abbotsford. Address will be random. Rooms are 3. Type will be H. Type. Price will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Method will be a seller name. PIGGIN. Date of selling that particular property for 2000. Distance from the main spot 2.5 kilometer. Post address 3067. 1 then car parking area 3, land size 22 square feet, building area 22 square meter, area of build 1900, council area name, latitude of that particular area 37, longitude 144. Now the region name north, and the number of houses on that particular property 22. Let's see. So here you can see that the score labeled is the predictable price. So here's the price of that particular property. So similarly, you can test it on your own, and you can use it on your website by interlink this model to your app or a website. So in this way, you can create any model, or you can test the sample model which are found in the experiment part, so that you can able to create your model on your own. So this is all about this session. So thank you so much for attending this session. If you have any doubts, you can clear it by unmuting your mic. And at the end, we will have some fun activity. So basically, you just have to type quick draw. So basically, it's built on the ML model where we have around millions of data set. So if you just click the let's draw, you can create. It will ask some key draw particular thing under some particular second. You can play this game, and it's built on ML machine. So this is the game you can try by your own. Let's me try. You want to draw lipstick? No, it's not a lipstick. Sweet. Okay. Peace. Yeah. It's identify the piece. Now you can draw a wheel. Yep, it's identify the wheel. So basically, there are lots of data in this particular game, so it can easily identify whatever you are drawing. So you can play it on your own. So thank you so much for attending the session. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, or hello, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay. I know that you might be stuck in some particular point, but don't worry.
Yes,
It's a easy tool, drag and drop method, where you can easily create a model by your own. I will share the video on your drive or share the link so that you can easily create your model by your own after this session. So this is all about in machine learning and how to deploy your model using machine learning Azure. So if you have any doubt or want to ask anything related to that program, you can ask me on the WhatsApp group, or you can directly DM me and you can ask me how to become a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So thank you for joining this session. I know it's quite late, but we will try to improve it next time. So stay tuned. Goodbye. See you on the next event. So bye everyone. Bye. Let's stop the recording. Stop recording. Stop. I should not do it.